Good morning again, everyone. We're going to get straight back to painting, priming the tank. It's been raining, still kind of rainy, so I'm running inside or outside with the tank covered in plastic to avoid getting water on it. But we're going to prime the fuel tank now, and let's get it started.
Alright, while that dries up, you can get back to a little bit of seat reupholstering, and it's all nice and dry now. Spent the night by the fireplace. Shit, forgot the tack. Look what I made with the grinder. We had long staples, now we have short staples.
Great success. Time to move this to the living room with volatile weather outside. Going to continue painting the rally fairing because we got new white. Also got this microfiber cloth. Couldn't get my hands on another tack cloth. You have to go to the panel beaters for that. See if this helps for the more heavy duty stuff, and then the tack cloth can be the final touch. Let's see if this works. It's already much smoother now the primer is covered. Took a long time to cover the gray with white. That's why I ran out so fast. I think it needs one more layer and then the rest is for the tank. That microfiber cloth did a good initial job, I must say. And here we got a runner, so I'm gonna sand that down before I continue painting. I now understand where all the particles come from. Makes sense. It's the carbon fiber fibers that all sit on the inside and on the edges. They're really tough to get rid of. You're floating all back onto the fairing while painting. I'm sanding here a few areas where debris has piled up quite easily, like in these cavities here, and got covered in paint that you can't remove them with a cloth anymore. So I lightly sanded, what is this, 320? Imagine on the first day of some real off-roading in South America and I fall with the bike and I crack open the fairing on literally the first day. How would that make me feel? I wonder. I don't want to find out though. So it's been about 12 to 13 hours since I last sprayed this, and I haven't sanded it, and I'm not going to, and I hope that is going to be alright.
Here we go again.
The weather is too windy and foul outside to walk even that short distance to the living room. It's 18 degrees in here, and that's not too bad. Ideally I would like it 20, but it's nothing close to 10, so that's good. I'll leave it here hanging. And then one last round of a bit of touch up in some areas, and then it should be good. Wow, looking over the fairing does make me happy. This is looking nice. Right, touch-ups around here in the place areas where the clips go. See, I thought I sanded out any potential line that's square before I primed. I don't know if you can see it, but it's still there. I'm gonna sand that, see if I can sand it away.
So in between drying intervals, I've worked the rear rubbers for the headlight covers in the back so that I could fit the plug through them. Had to cut a sleeve in it, but at least now it's protected from water again and keeps the heat away. Somebody rightfully mentioned that might become a problem. Well, now all the cables are kept away from the heat, which is good. And now I'm going to unhook all the charging points and switch cables, pull the rest of the cables out so I can finish taping up secondary wire loom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Here we go, secondary wire loom taped up. This is where maybe the spotlights are still gonna go. Pull this back, put it into place, and then let's get started on painting the top of the rally fairing red. No, my sweet Kozo, don't do that. Well, it looks like those edges are gone now. That's good. Stop. Still a mess, but it's going to be less of a mess. So let's see, taping up the headlight plug, headlight to the relay plug. This electrical system is going to catch a lot of water, and we'll have to see, you know, how that goes. Yeah, in the future I'm keen to be able to do this with shrink wrap. Almost done here. We'll zip tie the relay. I'm a bit worried though about the Kozo. The startup is slow, twice as slow. The needle goes up, then it does its thing, and it comes back down. Oh, that's definitely not right now. What's it doing up there? Well, it does go down, but I need to wait. This is what I mean. That's much slower than usual. We're gonna do one last little touch up for some areas, but it's looking pretty good. Okay, after dinner, came back to this. It had to be simple. And I was like, that slowness is usually when you hook it up to the power system for the first time, and there wasn't actually any power off info on there. So I switched to bolt connectors around, and that was it. These here, so black goes on red and black goes on brown. So this is an area where I messed up my rule of at least having one wire connected to the correct color, and this is what can happen, confusion. Putting a couple of clamps still here on the fuel system that we were short, but now we have them. A few more dots on the eye, and after this I'm going to tape off the rally fairing for the red section. You know, the seat cover is also going to have red, and we have red accents here on the handlebar. So I think it's sort of going to be complementary, but we'll find out if it really is in the end. Alright, so what we're going to be doing here is something new, and that is taping off the area that's going to be red.
And I'm gonna use the tape for that. Now we got the edges clean. And that's another first that we're doing here. So I bought this off the panel beaters. Nice flexible stuff this is. I cut a piece of plastic and now I have to deal with this. You know I have to paint, cat. I don't want holes in there. Well, the bloody cat latched on with all the weight to the plastic and pulled the thing down and fell out the hook, and the whole hook went around here. Only good part about this is that this is going to be painted red. I've already banished the cat. Son of a... Yeah, that's ready now. Gonna move the tank away from the spray paint area and then we can start and go for the red. Doing some light sanding. Easing things out nicely. And to undo the damage from the cat. How many times have I done this? Just as many times as I've spray painted. Here we go. Satin real red. Check, check. Looks a bit too pink for comfort at the moment, but I'm sure it will fade. Got so caught up with the fairing that I almost forgot to start painting the front fender, which we're going to start with white. Ooh, no. Primer likes to stick those fibers. I didn't film the previous spray sessions. Well, we're officially burning the midnight oil now. And that's it. That's the red. We'll have to see how it looks on the whole bike. 1 or 2 more layers of white on the mudguard now. Alright, that was it. A very long day of just painting. Red's turning out not too bad. Not too happy actually with white on the front fender. I am happy with it on the tank and on the fairing, but not the fender. So the fender might still go green, or what I initially had in mind, a split color, like a red and a white. Tomorrow, sprayed at 2K. Yeah, long ass day. Don't have a lot of time to properly do that clear. You need to dry 24 hours to sand in between. I'll probably want to do about 2 coats, but ideally I wanted to have it all done tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, comment on what we've been doing here in the comments, and please subscribe and drop a like. We've been pretty busy today, and it's really getting close now. Yeah.